Sometimes I get a little radical. Uh, the flood that hit Texas down there. You have the leftists, liberals, low-life scum sucking ass, white, anyway. You had this one black bitch claiming that they got what they deserved because it was a racist religious camp. What? Where does that bitch come up with that? Then you have CNN, MSDNC, and a bunch of other news networks, and people on TikTok and all the other media, X and all that, saying that people got what they deserved, they got what they voted for. They're blaming Trump for the flood. A flash flood is called a flash flood because it hits, and it's nasty. When I was in the military, I was in Texas for a period of time, and the city of Albany got hit with a flash flood. When every year there's flash floods, you have a torrential downpour, and you guess where it's going to hit. And all you low-life bottom feeders are blaming Trump. It's Trump's fault. So you're saying that Trump controls the weather. Well, if he would control the weather, I think what he should do is wipe out all you people that are saying they got what they deserve to die, and all the nasty shit you're saying, instead of saying it's horrible that all those children, third graders, second graders, lost their lives, that all those adults, the one guy ran the camp for 50 years, he wound up dead. And a flash flood is just that. You guess where it's going to hit. And when the flood hit, when I was down there, we knew there was torrential rains coming because the forecast said there was. Just like it was this time around. They knew a storm was coming. But they weren't sure where the flash flood was going to hit. The other problem is the flash flood hit at 4 o'clock in the morning. So, so all the early warnings went out like they're supposed to. Smash the thumbs up. All the early warnings went out like they were supposed to. But at 4 o'clock in the morning, everybody was frickin' in bed sleeping. So they didn't really have a warning. The system worked. The warnings went out. The warnings started going out a day ahead of time or 2 days ahead of time. Everything was in place in different areas. The forecasters predicted it wrong. They said it was going to hit these areas. Well, it didn't. It's Mother Nature. They're saying, oh, well, they were understaffed, so it's Trump's fault. One of the offices was overstaffed. That's a proven fact. You morons, don't check your facts. You just spew a bunch of bullshit. None of those offices down there were understaffed because of Trump. They were all fully staffed. They guessed where it was going to hit. They weren't expecting a 30-foot wave, 28-foot wave. They weren't expecting that. So all you people that are saying they deserve to die, where's your sympathy? Why aren't you saying it's horrible what happened? All those people lost their lives. Close to 200 people by the time it's over with. All those children lost their lives. Third graders. All those little girls. Their whole life ahead of them. They're dead. And you don't care. You're too busy blaming Trump and saying those people got what they deserve. They got what they voted for. So you're saying all those little girls voted to sacrifice their lives? Are you kidding me? You fucking people are sick. The Democrats, leftists, whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves, liberals, you guys are so full of shit and so full of hate. It's amazing that you people are that horrible of a human species. You really are. But you don't care. You're like, okay, in the Middle East, a lot of those terrorists, they don't care about human life. You don't either. You don't give a shit. if it was reversed, and so you're saying that it was Trump's fault, right? Okay, so does that mean that under Biden's watch and under Booba Baba's watch, when those hurricanes hit and the floods hit and the tornadoes hit and the trees are burning down, the forests are, so you're saying if you're blaming Trump for this one, that means Biden was responsible for all the others that happened in the 4 years he was in office. Booba Baba, all the ones that happened in his 8 years in office, all the deaths, all the storms and everything. So you're blaming him, right? Yeah, because it's his fault. So you people are so fucking full of shit. I don't understand how you can be so inhumane to say the shit that they're saying. And that go, that's CNN, MSDNC, all of them. The bitches on The View. You people are sick. You don't deserve to be in the United States of America. When a disaster hits, you're supposed to pull together. You don't. You're glad it happened. You people are fucking disgusting. That's what I think of you. You're disgusting, horrible people. And you can go on here and leave nasty comments. I'll delete them if you get nasty. But you can say, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, he should have been a... Whatever. You people don't deserve to be around. You really don't. For those kind of horrible things that you're saying, I'm not saying y'all should be dead. But you are disgusting people. You really are. You should keep your fucking mouths shut. You should be praying, if you're do the whole God thing, you should be praying for the families, for the survivors. You have no idea what it's like to lose a child. And it doesn't matter whether the child is 2 years old, 3 years old. When my son died, he was in the military, and when he died, it destroyed me. I couldn't do anything for well over a year or 2 years. I couldn't do anything because it was devastating to me. And he was not a little kid. He was in his 20s when he died. And these people that lost the little kids, the little girls, and they're saying they got what they deserved, that the camp was a racist camp. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You people are sick. Oh, you people are fucking sick.